The Ballsville game presents the Mini Leagues. $4 rookie inclusive, draft it and forget it best ball tournament leagues. A low buy-in with the chance at a huge win. Leagues launching now, don't miss out. Your first stop for way too early best ball fantasy football. Go to theballsvillegame.com.
Got to pay homage to CapCut. Thank you, CapCut. What's up, everybody? How's it going, Ballsville's diehards and degenerates? We're back for another episode here. We have our co-host, Mr. Chris. Sorry for cussing on Sleeper. How are you doing tonight, Chris?
Oh, doing great. We are knees deep in the mini leagues right now. It's getting crazy.
Yeah, that's an understatement. We're going to get into that. Speaking of our mini leagues, our managers here with us tonight, Mr. Tennessee Nick on Sleeper. You know him, you love him. How you doing tonight, Nick?
I'm doing pretty good. Excited for this mini leagues to be popping off. How are you, Alex?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. Busy as always, and it's my days off, so it's about to get busier. And joining us again, representing the War Room, you know him as Ty Swada. He's also Tyson, a.k.a. How you doing tonight, Tyson?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing well, man. We have a lot tonight, guys. We're going to make it short and sweet if we can. We're going to get right to the point. Tonight, we are going to have a free entry raffle. You guys can see people in the chat who are already giving it away, but the keyword is what? Xbox, because this is Division 300 for the mini leagues. So enter Xbox. You're going to get a chance at a freebie there. We're also going to have a game later on in this episode, a little ADP talk, see if you can guess the players. You get to compete against our panel here. For every correct answer you get, you're going to get a spot on the wheel for an additional free entry. We're going to talk a little bit about the mini leagues and how those drafts are going, get into some ADP talk, and then roll raffle and call it a wrap, guys. That's our agenda for the night. But before we get there, we do want to come to our returning guest representing the War Room, Mr. Tyson. It's been a heck of an offseason for Ballsville. How about yourself? How's your offseason going?
It was a little bit slow right before the Super Bowl. Now it seems like it's picking up a lot of speed. There seems to be startups pretty much every day, if not every other day. I know the War Room is organizing a lot more startups for Dynasty. Let's focus on the BestBall side. I don't know what you guys did to me, but I'm locked in all these BestBalls now.
Oh, we love to hear it. So, well, actually, that's a follow-up to question number 2, which is going to be out of all these leagues that we're talking about that we're seeing come and go, how many are you taking part of? What's your count up to?
In Ballsville, let's see.
Across all?
Across all? No comment. I'm probably north of 20.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, I would guess that your significant other was watching if you didn't want to reveal that number. So, but that's pretty good. I know we're all averaging that. Chris, I think you're a little bit higher in the current drafts, right? What's your number
at? 28 mini leagues. Yeah, still got a dynasty going and actually a couple dynasties going. So it's tough, but we've got that sticky picky tool that's helping me out, so we're good.
Yes, yeah, we're going to cover that. Picky. Yeah, big shout out, because we're going to cover that on our way into some of the draft board talk. It's going to be you guys, if you don't know about those tools, you got to get in there. The guy's really done us a favor. So before we get into that, Ty, where can we find you, man? And we're over there in the War Room, right? You there on the daily?
Yeah, I'm in the War Room on the daily. Currently, right now, I'm on parental leave, so I'm on there pretty much all day, all night, whenever my baby wakes up. You know the deal.
Yeah.
You can find me at Ty Swada on Discord, at Ty Swada on Sleeper, and at me at the War Room, and I'll respond as soon as I can.
And if you guys don't know who the War Room is, it's a collection of a bunch of real cool dudes. They faced a little bit of trauma on the way in, but they brought them all together. And we're gelling well with these people. They're very generous for allowing us a space where we can come and talk to their players. And in return, I mean, we would do it anyways, but you can see the QR code up here in the corner. Scan that when you get a chance. It'll take you right to their Discord. Their numbers are up there. You guys passed 500 yet?
No, we passed 400, I think, just the day after the Super Bowl. We're getting north into the 500s.
And speaking of numbers, guys, I was posting our video today to advertise a little bit, and we are at 297 subscribers.
Woo.
So if you're not there yet, we got 3 more to go before we hit that 300 mark as we finish off our 300 division of the mini leagues. Good fun to be had there. So the main reason we are here is to talk a little bit about our ADP. 2 weeks ago, we were on a show where we had 9 guests. Now, Nick, you weren't there, but Ty was, Chris was, along with some of our friends, Addison, Armin. We got to meet Ali from the War Room as well. Sarah joined us. Ethan was there. I mean, I think Ethan's mom dropped in to say hello. It was a whole plethora of people. But we drafted our first league for the mini leagues. The mini leagues are the way too early, rookie inclusive, budget baseball. It's only $4 an entry. Nick, you're the manager there. You want to take a minute to tell us about how these leagues are going?
Yeah, they're going pretty good. They're filling really quick. I think Alex mentioned earlier that these are designed to go all the way and fill at like before April, but now we're almost 2.5 leagues deep, or 2.5 divisions, so like 26 leagues deep, and it's just keeps getting busier and busier, but I love it. See a lot of new names there.
We opened this morning and we filled seven leagues at least by this moment. So we released this. This was an early release 2 weeks ago, and then last week we released Division 1 officially with League 102. And within 48 hours, we had filled up Division 1 and all 10 leagues for Division 2. So, I mean, that's you guys, Ballsville. You guys are the ones doing that. We appreciate you. Speaking of Ballsville, Dead Man Soul in the chat. We have Francis in the chat. We have our guy, Jerry B. Ethan, what's up, Ethan? We miss you up here on the show. He'll be back with us. Sticky's in there. Zach McClintock. Thanks for joining us, guys. Just stay tuned. We're going to have a little bit of fun later on in the show, but we want to get into this draft board. This draft board originally had a lot of love for Ethan. This is Dynasty Daddy's rankings. We have Ethan up at the top. We have KTC's power rankings, and they have Ethan up at the top. Let's come over here and take a look at his roster. Chris, you want to read down his roster for us?
Sure. He's got Jahmyr Gibbs, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, Rashee Rice, Brock Purdy, Garrett Wilson, C.J. Stroud, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, and I can't get any further than that. Blake Corum, Juwan Johnson, George Kittle, Samson, I don't even remember his first name, Tyjae Spears, Jordan Mason.
Yeah, and then it gets a little cloudy. Well, all right, so the first thing that stands out to me here, Nick, I'll go to you, is Kittle in the 14th, coming off the injury, but I mean, going behind Juwan Johnson, Hunter Henry, Ben Sennett. I mean, that seems like a crime there. What do you think of that, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I think best ball, it's a pretty good play. His injury is kind of standoffish to some people, but I think at the 14th round, drafting a player like Kittle, again, it's best ball, so it's one and done. I think that's a pretty safe bet. You're not drafting him as your tight end 1, so I think he's a good tight end 2 stash there.
We'll see if Kittle ends up being the tight end 1 or if it's Juwan Johnson, because it looks like that's who he's going to have to rely on, unless it's Gunnar Helm. And he did pick up Tonjes to end the draft. I would feel a little bit more secure having Tonjes and Kittle. But his running backs, Tyson, I'll ask you. He's got Jahmyr Gibbs that he took at the 104, but then he doesn't follow up until round 11 with Rico Dowdle, or round 10. Rico Dowdle, and then Blake Corum, Dylan Sampson, Tajay Spears, Jordan Mason. Are you secure with that running back room?
I don't really think that's so much on the secure side. I would have rather had taken any running back off that CJ Stroud pick row before him. But I can also tell that, like, after Swift and ETN, you could have had Monangai or Warren. Stevenson is a great starter. There's just a little more security than taking that fourth quarterback over any of those guys, to me.
You know, that's a good point. And I think part of the reason why these calculators liked his team so much was because he is pretty stacked at quarterback. You know, taking Stroud here in the 7th. DeAndre Swift and ETN went right before him. I think that's kind of a teardrop. Depends on where you consider Jalen Warren, who's the next one to go, Monangai.
You can obviously see why he took Stroud. That's my take on it as well. I saw what he saw after Swift went. He went, no, I can't take another running back right now.
Absolutely. What about in round 5? If he would have known he was going to get Stroud as his QB3, maybe instead of Purdy, he goes with Travion Henderson. I mean,
there, another great pick, or Javonte Williams or RJ Harvey. That's 3 running backs I would much rather have in that spot.
So we do have an ADP tool, guys, like we talked about, Sticky's Tools. That's on the website. Definitely go there and check it out. I can actually bring that up because it is loaded. It's going to look like this. This is the board view, but this is 2025. So this is last year on the mini leagues. To do a little comparison from last year, we had Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jaden Daniels going as a 103, and it was consensus those top 3, right? It was those guys, and then Jamar Chase, and then the 5 was Hurts, who we'll get into, dropped an ADP and still dropping. Justin Jefferson, who's no longer there, Joe Burrow at the 7, Bijan, Saquon, Jahmyr Gibbs, CeeDee Lamb, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. And going back to our board, Josh Allen still there at the 101, Drake May at the 102, and this was before the Super Bowl 2 weeks ago. He's dropped a little since then, recency bias, right? Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs. Chris, I'm going to ask you about these guys. We have Jackson Smith-Njigba, Puka Nacua, Jamar Chase, and then the next receivers here are Justin Jefferson and Amon-Ra St. Brown to finish out the first. Do you think all of those receivers belong in the first round, and would you put them in that order?
I think JSN, Nacua, and Chase are interchangeable. You can put them anywhere in the top, I'd say 7, 8 picks. Jefferson is going to rise, I think. I just don't see his ADP staying where it was in the mid-second. I mean, people are getting him in the mid-second right now, early to mid-second. I think it's going to rise a little bit. Lamb should not be where he is in this draft. He should be higher as well. St. Brown should be right around where I would say I would switch London with Lamb and maybe keep Brown where he is. But I wouldn't take London ahead of Lamb. I think that's crazy, and I think Neighbors in the third round was nuts too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, geez, yeah. That's to you at the 3-1. We'll get into your roster isolated here in a minute, but I had a question about these quarterbacks. I wanted to go to you, Nick. Coming into the second round, we're seeing a lot of variations in the quarterbacks. Jaden Daniels going right here at the 2-7. Joe Burrow, Hurts, Caleb Williams, and Jackson Dart at the end of the second round, going to Chris, who is a Giants fan, but I don't think that's biased because we're seeing that a lot in these drafts. So Daniels, Burrow, Hurts, Williams, and Dart. Do you like all of those as second round picks? You think anybody should be up higher or down lower?
Well, I've been seeing Daniels and Burrow go into the late first in a lot of leagues. I've been seeing like Daniels fall to like 11 or 12, and then Burrow is usually like 7 or 8, interchangeable, depending on how the draft goes. Heck, I mean, I'm even in a league with Ty Swada, and it's Kraken. It's a dynasty league. I saw Caleb Williams go 1-2. I think the guy might be a Bears fan, but I mean, it's not a bad pick. It's a bold pick. So I mean, all these drafts play differently. I mean, Bo Nix in the third in this draft. I think that's a steal. Same with T-Law as well in the third. So it's all up in the air, really.
This league was just wonky because you saw 7 wide receivers go before the 4th quarterback went.
Mhm.
You saw 9 running backs go before the first, or before the 4th. The eight running backs go before the 4th quarterback. In a super flex league, that's insane. But
Yeah,
that's what
That's
happened.
my fault.
So one thing I've noticed is a lot of these draft boards are quarterback heavy on the left side of the draft board. I think it's like you take one of the elite quarterbacks that you like, and then in the second round they kind of fall back to you after all the skill positions are gone. And then some of you guys are souping up like Trevor Lawrence, for example, early in the third, but he's moved up into the second round in some of these later draft boards. But speaking of running backs, Ty, I'm going to go to you here. We saw Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs, Genty, and A-Chain go in the first round. None of those really surprised me. But then in the second round, we saw Jonathan Taylor, and then you took Jeremiah Love at this point. So that's the running back 6 off the board. And then followed by that is Christian McCaffrey, Bucky Irving, Saquon Barkley. So going back and looking at this from 2 weeks ago, do you still put Jeremiah Love right there at that spot, the 203?
Going back, I probably would not have picked Jeremiah Love there today, but I was all about the hype of having him with Genty during this draft. It was just so exciting to have. I see him maybe at the tail end of the second, at the beginning of the third. That's a comfortable spot for me. But that early in the second is a bit of a risky decision.
Well, if he does get the dream scenario and he somehow ends up with the Chiefs, I think the Chiefs are picking 9th or something, right? If he becomes a Kansas City Chief and it's just him and Brashard Smith there, that might be too low. You know, people are going to start getting on that.
That'll jump back right up again, right? I'm thinking right before the rookie draft or wherever this landing spot happens, he will end up kind of sliding down, maybe even mid-third to the end of the third, because people are speculating on where he will land. He doesn't want to land in a committee because then you won't get many starts.
Okay, so let's take a look at your roster here. You did go Genty and Jeremiah Love to start. You've doubled up with McConkey and A.J. Brown in the 3rd and 4th. Went quarterback Stafford, Tyler Warren, and then Fernando Mendoza, who I wonder if he's moved up. I want to say he's moved up a little bit because I've seen quarterbacks start to go a little faster. But we can look at that on the ADP tool. And then Terry McLaurin as your wide receiver 3. I mean, that could work out. That could work out pretty well.
I think that value is amazing for Scary Terry because he had a kind of an outlier year with not practicing at all during the preseason, sitting out to get his contract. And then as players do when they do that, they get injured and they have bad seasons. This season he's going to come in.
Quarterback wasn't there.
Exactly. And this season he's going to come back with full health and Jaden Daniels full health. It should be a good one.
Yeah, so you took a couple rookies. You took Love, you took Fernando Mendoza, and then 3 rounds later you took Concepcion. But your tight ends, man, I love this. You got Tyler Warren and Laporta. Laporta the 13th, is that what I'm seeing?
I think that's 9-10.
Yeah.
9-10. Okay, I can't see. It's all the way in the corner of that screen over there. It's far from me. Yeah, I like it. And then James Conner. Let's take a minute to talk about James Conner. Chris, I want to ask you what you think about that Arizona backfield because James Conner and Trey Benson, it seems like you're going to catch value on one of those players.
I think it's Conner because I've been taking him in a lot of drafts too because he falls wicked late. I pick him. He's going rather late for someone who's probably going to end up being the RB1 for his team. So
ADP definitely has him pushed down. I think if you take Connor,
dramatically.
you take Benson just to secure that chance. Like Alex is saying, either one's going to pop. Connor probably will the first half of the season, and then Benson might then the rest of the season. So having both really secures that, especially in best ball.
And Connor was he was an early season injury, right? Wasn't that like around week 3, 4 or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that could work out. You took Michael Mayer, Dylan Gabriel to end your draft. Roman Wilson, Calvin Austin, a couple Pittsburgh receivers. One of them can hit. Torrey Horton from Seattle. I love that pick, man. That's
one of my favorite wide receivers that came into the league in that class as a late little sleeper pick.
Yeah, it's an excellent sleeper. All right. So that's your roster. I do like the faith that you put into rookies. I love your tight ends. Yeah, good stuff, man. McLaurin as your wide receiver 3 is pretty boss. Nice little confidence there. Chris, we'll go to yours. All right, Nick, let's ask you first. Chris's receiver room, our quarterback room, he took 3 out of the first 4 picks. Josh Allen, and then doubled with Jackson Dart, and then came back around with Dak Prescott. What do you think of that strategy in a best ball league?
In a best ball league, I mean, it could pay off, but what I would have done is I would have taken a running back either the next round or the round after taking Dart. I don't hate it. The only thing about these early best ball drafts before the NFL draft is I just don't know if the Giants are going to take Tate or not. I don't think they will, but if they do, that could halter some scoring there, just because it would take shares away. I mean, Dart's going to hit regardless because he's throwing to him. Yeah, I don't hate the move. It causes people to scramble and take picks they wouldn't normally make there in the draft. So I think it's a good strategic pick.
So last year, I kept on saying over and over again, for the year on these draft boards for quarterbacks, you got to reach soon or you reach far.
Yeah.
It's a little similar like that. It seems like there's about 15 to 18 quarterbacks that you're secure with, and then it just drops off a cliff and you're just hoping. Chris, I want to ask you this, because as a Giants fan, the draft board came back around to the 212, and you were looking at Jackson Dart and Malik Neighbors. Do you take Dart if Malik's not there? And how excited were you to find Malik at the 301?
I was very happy to see him there. I was going to take Dart regardless. I think I had him ahead of Neighbors because I never thought Neighbors was going to get to me. But yeah, I'm glad he did. And I would have been ridiculed. And sometimes I am in these leagues now taking 3 quarterbacks in the first 4 rounds because it happens quite frequently. I mean, Ty gets me all the time when he'll talk about me taking quarterbacks early, and I do it. I do it. I think in every league so far I've drafted 3 quarterbacks. I've never only gotten 2 starters so far. So that's just a strategy I like. I don't like a quarterback being injured for the year to take me out of the running automatically. When you've got like 8 or 9 running backs and wide receivers who can pick up the pieces. So there's no quarterback that can do that for you, really, and bet on it. So that's why I do it that way. Yeah, that's about all I got to say about that.
Hey, it's like I like to make the analogy. It's kind of like poker. I mean, you play your cards a certain way, the table is going to play differently, and you could see how many quarterbacks were taken in the 5th round after he took Prescott there. So a smart move.
I do want to bring up a live comment before we move on.
Sure.
Just Armin said that LaFleur wants Breece Hall in Arizona. I can't imagine what that looks like. But dreamers can dream.
Yeah.
What's up, Armin? That's our buddy from Fan Cred. Everybody, make sure you check him out.
We also have a shout out to C-Sims, our mini league goat down there.
Hey, shout out C-Sims.
Yeah. This guy had at one point had 5 of the top 7 entries in mini leagues right before we started our championship week there. So
I have been in a dynasty league with him for 3 years, and him and I have been head to head at the finals for those 3 years.
Wow.
So it's funny to run into him in Ballsville.
Oh yeah, we have that all the time, guys, and we have people like we had two guys with the last name Beckwith, and they were gonna see if they knew each other because they never met each other, met another person named Beckwith, and he's like, "That's my name," you know. So we have it all the time, and Ballsville brings people together, and we're proud of that, you know. So I'm glad you ran into him. All right, Chris, going back to this, you did take Joe Milton and Mitch Trubisky to back up your quarterbacks at the end of that draft. I do like your quarterbacks. Your running backs are kind of a hot topic here because you waited until round 6 to start taking the end of round 6, right? Ty, let's go to you. He ended up with the 6-12 and 701 with Javonte Williams and Travis Etienne, and then he followed up with Bashal Tutin, Kenneth Gainwell, one of my favorite deeper picks here, Bill Krosky-Merritt, Keaton Mitchell, Emmanuel Wilson, and Chris Rodriguez. What do you think of that running back team?
I think with the way he built QB heavy at the start, that having Etienne and Javonte Williams at that 6-7 turn is unreal, especially with the year they just had. It's hard to speculate any different. I kind of feel like the Jags re-sign Etienne to a 1-year deal, and same with Javonte Williams. He produced so well for Dallas at the goal line. It's very easy for him to score. I like that RB2, RB1 punch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, no, I agree with that. I do like that you got those running backs. They're actually moving up slightly, and the 6-12 is pretty late for Javonte now.
Mm-hmm. And we got a question in the chat. Ethan wants to know, Chris, did you mean to draft Tate there?
I did, and I'll tell you why. I don't intend to take a lot of rookies, so I figured if this was a fast draft, if I was going to make a mistake, it was going to be this one, and I was going to focus on the rest, because up to this point they had not done any of the cheat sheet updates for the pros that I get my information from. They just didn't have any information out yet, so now that's starting to trickle in pretty well. Yeah, Tate was taken at least 2 to 3 rounds too early from where he's going now.
Oh, yeah. I like it. I think he's a good rookie.
All right, guys, before we move off of this draft board, I do have a question for each of you. I'm going to go to you first, Nick. Travion Henderson, we have Breece Hall, and we have Bucky Irving. Can you order those 3 and how you think they should be going off the board?
I would probably say Bucky would be first. I just like he's a great dual threat. I would put Henderson above, or I would have, but what's his name? Ramondre's just kind of popped off this year. So I think he's still going to continue to split carries. And Breece Hall, I mean, I've been in redraft keepers where I've drafted him in the first round every year, and I've always not done super well. So I like Breece. I think the Jets are just holding him hostage at this point. Arizona would be a good spot for him, but I just don't see it happening, especially with Benson and Connor there.
Gotcha. All right, we're going to go to the tight ends. We'll go to you, Tyson. We have Loveland, Harold Fannin, Tyler Warren. How would you order those 3?
I would order them the way I love them. Warren, for sure, is my number 1. Loveland is number 2. Fannin for number 3. The reason why I think Warren is a very play comp style to Kittle, where he commands a lot of targets in that defense. Loveland is sharing that tight end room with Cole Kmet. Warren is not sharing that tight end room with anybody. Fannin is a question mark because I don't know about Shadur Sanders for another season, and I don't know what Cleveland's plan is, but he is still a bona fide stud, especially at the 8-12.
I do have to rebuke your comment that Loveland doesn't share that tight end room. We're talking about the legendary Cole Kmet, who gave me 8.7 points at one time in 2022. He deserves his respect.
Yeah. So does Mo Alley Cox. Come on.
Mo Alley, yeah.
Yeah.
Big old dude. All right, and for you, Chris, the last one I want to ask: Brian Thomas, Romo Dunze, Marvin Harrison. How would you order those 3 receivers?
Oh man, it's so weird. We don't know what's going to happen with Brian Thomas. Is he got a small chance of being dealt somewhere? Odunze, is he behind Burden now in the pecking order? Harrison, is he ever going to pop off? We saw what Michael Wilson could do with the same quarterbacks that he has throwing the ball to him. So I'd probably go, as it stands now, Odunze, Thomas, Harrison, just because I haven't given up hope on Thomas. If he has another year like this year, I'd probably stick him in the 3rd spot there.
Okay. What about you guys, Tyson? Do you agree with that order?
You didn't say Burden's name, did you?
No, we'll leave Burden out of it because it's Burden's kind of touchy. You know, sometimes he's going before the group, and sometimes he's going after the group.
When I did my notes,
when
I did my notes of this list, I put Burden and Odunze side by side because.
Well, go ahead and give us the list. Who do you have out of the 4?
Well, Burden, Odunze, Brian Thomas Jr., and Harrison in that order. But I put Burden and Odunze side by side because I don't think you can be wrong with either one.
Okay, where would you put Burden in your order, Chris?
Burden would be first. Like I said, I think Harrison's at the end no matter what. We've seen enough. Burden, Thomas, Odunze, and Harrison.
Well, I think, too, with the question marks at quarterback with Arizona, it's hard to really say Harrison's going to have a better year this year. I don't see it happening.
Are you hoping for Brissett to stay there?
I hope so. I hope he's the starter for at least the majority of the season, and they draft some quarterback to bring in.
Nick, give us your order, and then we'll get up out of this draft board here.
Yeah, I'd probably say Burden at number 1. Then I'd probably say, I think BTJ 2, Odunze, and then Harrison. I would put Harrison number 2 or even 3. I have faith in him, but I just don't know. With Michael Wilson having a great year that he did, I just don't see that he bounces back, especially with the quarterback uncertainty in Arizona.
I think I would probably go. I'm gonna go Odunze, BTJ, Burden, Marvin Harrison. I have faith in Odunze. I think he got hurt, but we saw what he was capable of to start the year. Same thing with Brian Thomas. I think he got hurt and just forced himself to play, but wasn't 100%. But that's how I would order it. No disrespect to Burden. The guy shows some really impressive stuff. We'll get out of this draft board, guys. We do have a couple of things to go over. We're gonna get into a game, and then we're gonna do our roll. So, Ballsville game presents whatever the next slide is. Our playoff rewind. We were going to talk about the Super Bowl, but we are past the 30-minute mark. We're going to just kind of breeze past that. You can get that talk anywhere, right? You know, I mean, everybody's talking about the Super Bowl. It's over with. But we do want to bring up Bracketville. Chris, what can you tell us about Bracketville?
Oh, crap. I forgot the name already. There was 3 names that we were supposed to remember. I forgot. Oh, there we go.
I got you. To be fair, the first guy has 3 or 4 names.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, Dirty Dom with the win. Our very own Tennessee Nick took 2nd place. Congratulations to all you Seahawks fans. You took home the money this year.
Yep.
Pogo stick there at the 3rd spot. And I think we only paid the top 3, right?
Yeah.
We only paid the top 3. Honorable mention to 49ers for life and Lynn. Lynn's been with us for years. 49ers for life. I say that all the time. Yeah, but the first guy, Dirty Dom, that guy had a bunch of names, right?
Yeah.
He had Chapo or something.
I believe that's his sleeper name, correct? Chapo?
I think so. I don't know.
I know he told me Macho Man was his other name, but on League Safe it was Dusty Dan or something like that. So who knows?
Just crazy that that Bracketville standings all came down to Denver's upset against Buffalo.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, guys. That was something that Chris and Sarah put together. We kept track of your brackets on an external app, and $10 a pop, and our winners took home a pretty nice little purse there. So play with us next year. One of the little things that we offer, we're also going to do some survivor pools for the different games. So if you're in the minis, as we inch up to the season, we're going to drop a survivor pool in there, and if you're playing in the minis, you'll have a free mini game to win some extra money. Just is one of the things that we like to do. Again, if you haven't done it already, enter Xbox for your shot at a free mini league entry to end the show. The mini leagues are our $4 entries. Last year's winner took home $760. This is our 4 divisions. Nintendo filled instantly, PlayStation filled instantly, Xbox. Nick, how we looking? We fill up that 8th league yet, man? These things are rushing.
Yeah, I think we're in the 7th league now, and there's like 4 spots or something filled. I'll have to fill more and verify some activity after this. But yeah, they're going pretty quick. So if you want to stake in,
let's fill them up tonight.
Yep, if you want to stake in on some early action best ball, I definitely recommend it. We'll draft right after the last spot fills. So act now.
Yeah. You guys got to get in there because a lot of people DM me afterwards and they go, "Hey, man, can I get early access to the next league? I didn't realize you guys opened and I missed out." It is a Wednesday, Thursday that we released it. And that's my fault because Wednesday, Thursday is my days off. Sorry, guys. Special thanks to Nick and Sarah for helping run these things because they're a lot of fun to kick off. And once we draft, they're over. Very low maintenance. We come and score them after week 14, and then they're done after week 15. So we'll be there as managers to help you through those weeks if you're a winner and move you on to the next level. So this is our 4 divisions. Each of these have 10 leagues, but we will be expanding this year. These are supposed to last until late April, until after our hug up to the NFL draft, and we're already about 70% of the way through these. So thanks again. It's been fun. Here we have last year's winner again. That's Mr. Mean Machine 922. He is in these leagues. So if you see him, he's the one with the target on his back. He only played in 4 of these last year. So he invested $16, and his $4 entry from Ezio won $760. That is 190 times his entry, guys.
Wow.
It's amazing. Sarah would have the applause queued up right now, right? All right. Moving on, we're going to play a little game. Boom.
Who's that player?
All right, so I'm going to give you guys clues. If you're in the audience, you're going to be able to guess as well if you're paying attention. I'm going to give you 3 clues, and you get 1 shot per clue. Say who you think the player is. It's not Henry Ruggs. Can you hold on, please? That's good stuff. So we'll go clue by clue, 3 clues. It is an ADP game, so I'm going to give you the ADP of the player first, and then you're going to take a shot at it, and then we'll move on to the next clue. Pull up my sheet. For this first person, last year he was taken with a mini leagues ADP of 20.12. Now he's going in the 7th round at the 7.1. We did just talk about him. He plays in a team for the AFC North. Any idea?
Bannon.
Oh, that was quick. That was Nick, right?
Nice.
That was Nick. All right, so Harold Fanning. Boom. Finished as tight end 6 last year. All right, so Nick gets the first one. So for every correct answer you get, we're going to put your name into the wheel, and you're going to be part of that spin. For player 2, this receiver went at the 18.08 last year and is going now as the 901. He finished as wide receiver 45.
Michael Wilson.
Nope.
No.
It's a good guess, though.
Burden.
Wide receiver
Okay.
45.
Wide receiver 45. Some good
Was it
guesses in the
Scary Terry?
audience. Nope. Chris, you have a guess?
I was gonna say I don't really know. No, I have no guess.
Beep, beep.
Is it
Okay.
Parker Washington?
Negative. That was in the comments. They would have beat you to it. It wasn't them. Okay. Clue number 2. This receiver who plays for the AFC North can be the wide receiver 1 or the wide receiver 4 on his own team.
Oh, is it
Christian
Romeo
Watson.
Gibbs?
Oh, who'd you say? Somebody
Christian
said it.
Watson.
Christian Watson. Okay, so that's
Well, I
Ty.
thought you
Ty
said
got that
AFC
one.
North.
Nice.
Yeah, four wide receiver ones on the team. That's Green
Yep.
Bay all day.
So yeah, Christian Watson, who finished as wide receiver 46, but somehow moved up. What I say from the 16 to the from the 18 to the 9.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Now this one's going to be a vague clue because it's the ADP is going to give it away. We did talk about this player here a minute ago. This player has moved up from 25 ADP of 1501 to a 26 ADP of 2.05.
Jackson Dart.
Wow. Jackson Dart. Boom. Yep. So there's a point for you. So everybody on the panel has gotten an answer so far.
Woo!
There he is. Quarterback 14, which I couldn't believe because he missed like 3 or 4 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was concussed for half of those games he did play. So
And he had to deal with Russell Roadblock Wilson to start the season. Oh man, yeah. Don't remind us, right?
Yeah.
All right. This running back was taken at the 1309 last year and is now going at the 601. And he's another guy we just talked about.
Anderson.
Travis Etienne.
No, close. No more guessing, Chris. That was close though. Boom. We have a winner. Who is this? P. Grote?
Oh, nice.
Mr. Paul. Yeah.
Javonte Williams. Nice.
Javonte Williams. All righty.
Good
Moving
guess,
on
Bob.
to it's a good guess there. We have a few more of these. All right. This player, a running back, was taken at the 1101 last year and is now going at the 506 despite coming off injury.
Coming off injury.
Yes, sir. That was the 1101. He got injured, moved up to the 506.
Is it Keyshawn?
Nope.
No.
Chris, Ty guesses.
Hmm.
The audience doesn't have it. Boom, there it is. The audience got it. Mr.
Hockey?
Nice.
Scatterboo.
Scatterboo.
God, I feel so bad.
That's not Scatterboo.
Know that.
That is.
RB37. I put Javonte in there twice. That's my fault. We'll star that. Good job, Zach. Somebody's paying attention. Ethan got it right afterwards, man. Ethan, you got to be quicker than that, dude.
He just keeps yelling it out after it's already in.
By the way, happy birthday, Ethan. Everybody wish him a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ethan.
Birthday,
He's
Ethan.
35 today. Congratulations.
That's what happens when you have 5 birthdays a week, man.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. The next receiver was taken at the 1004 last year and has moved up to the 505.
Was that Luther Burden?
No, but that's a great guess.
Egbuka.
Egbuka. Wow, you guys are killing it.
Nice.
Egbuka finished as wide receiver 23. And of course, the clue was going to be after a hot start, his season came to a screeching halt. So Chris takes the lead with 2 points, I believe. All right. Moving on to the next one. Oh, this one's fun. This receiver was taken at a value of 8.05 last year and is now going in the 3rd round as early as 3.02 by our ADP.
Is that Jameson Williams?
Nope, but not a bad guess. Oh, he says he sucks at it, but he doesn't. What's up, Armin? Got him, Mr.
Nice.
George Pickens. When I saw this picture too, I was like, Why does he look so off? It's because the hair. Wide receiver 5 on the season by PFF rankings. Yeah, impressive, right? I mean, what I say, you're taking him at the 805. I mean, so the whole purpose of this game is just to kind of point out the values that were there last year that ended up winning you your leagues. Because here we are again at that same stage of the year, right? Moving on, this receiver as well was going at 609 last year and is now going at the 404. And I'll give you a little bonus clue. This is what the hell?
That was an early comment. No,
that was for the last
before.
question.
That was for the last one. Look at
You should pick a different one.
Definitely.
Oh man. All right. Does he get that or no?
No.
No way.
No. Okay. All right. We're skipping. All right. It's a lot, man. Finish as wide receiver 6. Man, Ethan, you almost got away with one. They caught us, dude. They caught us. All right, moving on. This quarterback was being taken at the 411 last year and is currently going at the 1.03.
Drake May.
Caleb Williams.
Drake May.
Drake
May. That was the easy one, right?
Yep.
Chris is up to 3 entries. Now we're keeping track of this. Just because Chris beat you in points doesn't mean you're out of it. What that means is Chris is going to get 3 entries into the wheel, and everybody that got one right is still going to get 1 entry into the wheel. Better odds, but he may not be the winner, guys. It could be you anyway, so keep on answering. All right, wait. Did I show him? There he is, Drake May. Strapping young fella. Quarterback 2 on the year. I will say, though, recency bias, we saw him lose in the Super Bowl, and his draft spot immediately it dropped down to like the 1-7. So yeah. All right, moving on. This quarterback was taken at the 402 last year and dropped down this year to the 711. So he took a drop.
Bryce Young.
Not a bad guess. We got Goff, Stroud, no, negative. Lamar, no. Tua, no. Who'd you say?
You would have gone the other way.
Nope. Jordan Love, no. Okay, second clue.
McCarthy.
Nope. This NFC West quarterback finished as a quarterback 38.
Purdy.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Oh, Kyler?
Kyler.
Nice.
All right, we'll give that one to Nick, even though I think he said 2 answers, but we'll give it to you.
No, that was somebody else in the background.
Oh, wait, who said Kyler?
Nobody did. Nobody did in time.
Oh, nobody did in time? Are we giving it to anybody or no?
No.
All right. The panel has ruled. Here we go. We'll give you a little more time. This quarterback, who might have just been mentioned, was the 311 last year after being in the first round the year before, and is currently going at the 609.
Not J.J. McCarthy?
Nope.
Damn.
He was in the first round in 2024, the 311 last year, and the 609 this year.
Dak Prescott?
Nope. Oh,
Purdy?
we got Zach again right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud.
Oh, it's hard to believe that Stroud was that high at one point.
Right?
Yeah, man, and I'm guilty of it too. I took him at like 103 in a dynasty startup like 2 years ago and fell for it. Whoops.
Yeah, I was just talking to Nick about that.
Yep.
At a 2023 rookie class in one of the leagues I was in. I traded my 103 away and ended up being Stroud.
Oh man. All right, guys, we have 3 more of these. So this guy is a running back. He was taken at the 302 last year and has moved up a full round to the 203. We did mention him earlier.
Achan.
Boom, Achan.
Nice.
That is a smoking gun answer. That's Devon Achan. Finished as an RB5 last year. We just talked about him going off the board as an RB3. I think he's a little secure. I'm taking him at the end of the first at times if I know that I'm going to get like like say if like Lamb and Malik are on the board, and I'm confident one of them is going to come back with a Monra or something, I'll take HN because he's the last running back I feel comfortable with, and I know I'm going to get a receiver or something. That's another one for you, right, Chris?
Yep.
All right, and Zach has 2 of them. All right, guys, down to the final 2. This receiver went at the 205 last year and has dropped down to the 702 this year. And we talked about him earlier. No, good guess. He was part of that conversation.
That's
BTJ.
BTJ.
Wow.
On fire. Chris is usually good at these games, by the way. So a little slow there, guys. I know you can't just say it. Oh, man. They got it, though. Yeah. People in the chat were getting it. Chris has the advantage of being able to say it verbally and doesn't have to type it. So I wish I could give you all the points. All right, guys. Last one. This receiver was the 107 last year in ADP and dropped down to the 205 this year.
CeeDee Lamb.
Justin Jefferson.
Nope.
Lake Neighbors.
Boom, got it. That was tied.
Nice.
Justin Jefferson, wide receiver 21 of no fault of his own. All right, guys. So, Chris, do you have our score for us? Are you keeping track of these?
Oh, crap. I wasn't keeping track. No.
Oh, crap. All right. Well, we're going to have to gather the people that answered right. And if we can't, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'll come back and I'll look at these and we'll roll these on next week's show. Tonight, we'll roll 2 free entries for everybody that enters Xbox. Not a big deal.
Sorry about that.
I do have the winners.
Oh, you have them?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're a rock star. Can you see the private chat here?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll type.
Yeah, you want to enter those in private chat while we have Chris talk about the new game, guys. Here it goes. So our last segment here is we're going to talk to you about the guillotine game. This is what we're calling the Highlander game. It's a new game that's going to come out to celebrate our 6th year here at Ballsville. And, well, I'm just going to turn it over to you, Chris, and let you talk about what the Highlander game is and how it's going to play out, sir.
Okay, so the Highlander game is a season-long guillotine. We're going to lose 1 player per week up until week 15. So we're going to start with 18 teams each week up until week 15. The bottom scorer for the week will be removed, and their rosters will be placed on waivers. Waivers will run every week. Every day, waivers and free agency on Sundays. So week 15 comes along. There's 4 teams left. At that point, everybody has won at least their league buy-ins back. And at that point in time, week 15 will be the only week we have where we have a double elimination week. So week 15 is double elimination. And if you win more money, plus week 15 starts our wagers. So in your own leagues against the other 3 members that are in the top 4, you will be wagering against them or banking what you've won so far. Week 16, there'll be 2 people in each league left. That will determine our champion in each league, week 16. At that point in time, there's another wager for week 16 between the 2 remaining in the in each league, and then week 17, all 10 champions face off for the grand champion of the Highlander League, a 3rd straight wagering week. Up until that point, you could have won if everybody wagered in their own league. They would have wagered $350 could have been yours, plus the opportunity to win another $500 in the game in the last week for the grand championship, plus all the wagers from all 10 grand champions. Or in the grand championship. So it's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, you can ask me on Discord or in Sleeper. Really excited about it. Any questions? After week 3, 6, 9, and 12, we will be adding roster spots for a starter or two and a couple benches along the way. It's going to be real fun. I will share the sheet of how the game works with anybody who asks. I'm sure we're going to be putting that out ourselves too. So it's going to be real fun. It's going to be a $25 league, 18 teams per league, 450 is in the pot. We're going to be giving away free entries along the way as well to get in these. There's only going to be 10 of them. Hope to see you guys there. It's going to be a real good time. We're going to try to fill them up a ways ahead of the draft. The draft will be coming late because I know you want to draft your best team leading up to the season. It's going to be small rosters at the start. So 18 teams, 12 man rosters. I believe it's five or seven bench players, and the rest are the starters. It's not a lot to start out with because we're starting with 18. So I know I didn't say that well, but believe me, it's easy to see on the sheet and follow it.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. I think you did a great job, guys. It's like all of our stuff, it's going to be well written out stage by stage, so you know what you're getting into for the draft process for the weeks 1 through 3, and every week that there's an expansion, it'll be all mapped out for you. And like any one of our Ballsville games, you know that the managers are going to be there for you to ask questions. The managers for this game are going to be Chris and Ethan. You see the little bloody white bot there, that's Chris's icon, and the executioner on the other side is going to be Ethan's icon. And we're, well, I mean, if you've been here long enough, you know how excited I get to be able to bring you guys all the fun little animations and stuff. It's something I can't wait to do. I already started revamping these guys, giving them little bloody weapons and all kinds of cool stuff. We're going to have a new planet into the Ballsville universe. So I'm excited about it.
I'm pretty sure that me and Ethan will be in all 10 of these leagues. So it's going to be fun. So basically there's 16 teams up for grabs in each league. We're going to be in each one of them. So,
Nick, you have anything to add on to that? You're going to be taking part of this?
Yeah, sounds like a fun time. I'll either be in like 1 or 2. Probably just going to give it a little test go, and then in 2027 will be my my evaluation to see if it's the league for me. But it sounds like a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
If you've never played in a guillotine league before, your first one will be the most fun you'll ever have.
Oh, it's crazy.
And then after that, you'll just be hooked. I think I do 3 every year.
All right, guys. We have, if you weren't with us last year, we did this big, cool presentation, the spin-a-thon. We give away 14 free entries. We only have 2 tonight, but last week was wildly impressive. Chris alone gave away 10 of them these last few weeks. Thanks again. The people that won those, thank you. We have a lot of freebie competitions in the Discord, in the hubs, sometimes in a league. We might have like a really cool event. Like right now, we are actually doing a draft race, which is something that I've never heard of. You guys ever heard of a draft race?
No, but it's fun.
It is fun.
Here's our current progress right now for Division 100. We have Warriors. Yeah, this is a little bit behind, probably about 40 minutes before the show started, but that's our progress at that moment. Same thing with Division 200. It's a little toned down, but they're in the middle of a race. 2-hour timers. The first one to finish is going to get a bonus $20 payout to their league. That's going to be a $50 payout for a $4 league of 12 people, breaking the $48 right off the bat, which is something that we love to do. So just one of the cool things that we have planned for tonight's drawing. Here is our game wheel. We have Chris, 4 answers correct. Nick got 2. Zach got 2. Tyson got 2. And then Armin and Paul Grote, Mr. P. Grote. So if we missed you, now's your chance to drop a comment and let us know that you did get one right. We had to catch up with that, obviously. So before we do that, we'll come over here and spin the Xbox pool. We have 18 entries, guys. Last chance to put Xbox in the comments. We're getting ready for this. We'll give you a minute here. While we wait for a second, Tyson, I want to come to you. Before we wrap up here, tell us where we can find you, what you got going on, and what you look forward to in these next few days here.
Check out the War Room Discord. There's plenty of good resources there and great people to bounce ideas off of for any roster or any team that you might have questions about. If you're looking for startups, we have a great startup page. We have an external hub where everyone can post all of their leagues that they're starting, any advertisements, etc. And then we have our own inside leagues from our community that we're providing for everybody that's coming into the Discord. And if you haven't yet, please share on all of your sleeper leagues that you might think, hey, these people might need a little bit of help, but not all of the help. I would only invite certain people. Maybe your close friends, not all your enemies.
I gotta say, I really enjoy the War Room. It's one of those things. For a person like me, I have tons of stuff to do when I get home. I have tons of notifications backed up. I go through them all, and then when it all dies down, I always go stop and take a look to see what you guys are chatting about. Go chime in and talk some football. It's a little bit of a decompressor to just be around some people talking, fantasy and player rankings and stuff like that. So we applaud you guys.
I'm really excited about this scouting channel. That is something that's going to be really firing off with the next couple months leading up to the rookie draft. I was doing some scouting this morning myself, even with my first cup of coffee, and I even started a little thread in there this morning, which
Nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love that community.
Yeah, well said. Let's see. Where is our drum roll? I hope that's it. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to go for our first drawing. This is for everybody that entered Xbox. We have 19 entries. So good luck to you. We're going to do one of these. Got it. Oh, it's bongos. And it's off timing. Who do we got? Todd Barber, Mr. TB76, which was almost my drive-through code at McDonald's this morning. I thought of you. All right, so that's cool. That's one for Todd Barber. We also have the wheel of names here, guys, making sure let's go through these comments and see if we missed anybody. Nick, you have anything before we get out of here?
No, just hop into some of these mini leagues if you guys are interested. Anybody is welcome to join. I mean, they're filling pretty quick, and hopefully we will do an expansion, but to be determined.
Yeah, definitely. And here's a sneak peek. If you win, this is what you're going to get in your DMs. This is our BALLSVILLE currency for the mini leagues. $4 value, admits one. You'll get this in your DM. Your name gets put on the list. Don't go try to use it twice. We will bust you. Nick's on the prowl for that. But when you use it, we replace the check mark with a little X on the list so that we know you used it. And then, I think we're at I want to say somewhere around 60 of them that we've given away so far. So, and we'll keep on doing it until we get to the big game. So it looks like these are the people that got answers right. Chris has the best odds. And let's spin this bad boy. Drum roll. This one has sound. It's a little bit refreshing. Oh, and look who it is. It is not Chris. It is Zach.
Nice.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Mr. Zach McClintock.
Congrats, Zach.
Make sure you jump in one of the leagues. Let us know that you were here for the podcast. Nick or I will recognize it. If it's Sarah, we'll jump in there. You can tag us, you and Todd. And Chris, you think we should just roll another one of these things? We have a big old budget.
Sure.
If my name's in there, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Say Xbox. Let's roll one more. with these guys. We want to thank you guys for supporting the podcast. Everybody, make sure you like and subscribe. Definitely, tell a friend, leave a comment when the video is posted. It helps us out a lot. We're gonna roll one more for you, but first, Chris, do you have anything before we get out of here?
Oh no, I'm gonna test my limits for what I can pull off with that Stickies tool. That tool it's just overwhelmingly good. So yeah,
Let's show
gonna
it.
gonna test the limits. You might
Yeah,
as well
you
just
are, man.
put my name in there. Show my
All
lead.
right, let's do it. All right. Sorry for cussing. Now I gotta
Just
operate a
put
keyboard.
mine in there.
Sorry for cussing.
G
wait.
at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a G?
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, here we go. So this is the sticky tools, guys. You enter your sleeper name. You can see all about your leagues, player availability, stock, analyzers for your trade, tons of stuff. What we're going to point out here is the draft monitor. It's his newest tool. If you have tons of leagues, this thing is priceless. This has saved me hours, like these last couple days alone. Really impressive.
Make sure you hit
Make
sure you hit the table tab. Hit the table instead of the cards.
Table. So this is what table looks like. This is going to tell
table's
you.
my favorite.
So Chris is on the clock in Spyro, Sweet Tooth, Clouded Ones. You can see all the leagues he's in. It'll tell him he's on deck here, waiting for Ethan and Ghost. Ethan, hurry up and pick.
Yeah, come on, pick now.
2 picks away over here, 3 picks away over here. I mean, this is one of the most useful things that I've ever seen, and it just happens to be one of the tools that Sticky's graced our website with. So we're very grateful.
Wow.
Yeah, it cleans everything up so nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to Sticky Picky.
Yeah, so do yourself a favor, go check that out. I'm a little frozen on my screen, so let's go ahead and roll this last one and get out of here.
Yeah.
Good luck, everybody.
Before we get out of here, I just want to do one quick shout out to all of the people in War Room community, and shout out to Ali and Mo the Dawn. And all the other moderators.
That's our buddy Jerry B. Deadman, sorry it wasn't you this time. I was kind of hoping for you. He's been trying for almost a year now, and he wants to get in one of these. But hey, it's $4. I don't know.
Joey said that he wanted to sponsor one.
Oh, really, Joey? Oh, man. I believe him if he says that. I mean, shoot, we're going to be here all night. All right, let's do one more.
It's Friday tomorrow,
Yeah, there he says I will. This one's on Joey, guys. So if you win, thank Joey.
Let me get it.
I should have entered real quick. There it is.
Thanks, Joe.
There it is. Oh man, hold on. We need some, I don't know, something special.
That's awesome.
Yeah, who doesn't like the bong, right? I mean the gong. All right, guys. For me, I just want to say thank you all for checking us out. Thanks for supporting the show. We'd love to give freebies. We didn't advertise tonight as a big freebie giveaway because we wanted just to be, the people that are here because they want to be here, and we want to reward you. We have other freebies coming up, including these cool ass beanies. If you haven't seen them, some of the managers got them already. Ballsville. Ty, we're gonna have to hook you up at some point. But we'll be doing some swag giveaways, more freebies, free entries, and stay tuned for more news on the Highlander game. We're going to leave you with the big game intro just because it's one of my favorite videos. Enjoy it, and we'll see you next week.
All right, see you guys.